Welcome. So I checked out the Demon Slayer movie, and it's really good. It's amazing stuff, and it's a good reason to explore things about story writing and good narratives and characteristics of good narrative and why these elements exist. Now, Demon Slayer on a surface level is about a talented young kid who goes through the trauma of losing his parents and his whole family, except for his little sister, who is now part demon and is being carried in a backpack on his back throughout his journey. So the trauma he suffers is losing his family to demons, which sets him up on his path to becoming a demon slayer. And now this is important to Demon Slayer. He is learning. He's becoming better with every entry. He's on a journey into becoming this unbelievable, the greatest Demon Slayer ever. So this movie, with regard to this movie, it explores that by putting the trauma, that experience in the forefront. And all the characters in this movie, in Demon Slayer, have suffered on a lot of levels, just like the Demon Slayer, which is another good sign of good story writing. Every character in a movie, story, or whatever is used to explore the character of the protagonist, the hero. They're all analogs of the hero. In some movies, you have side characters that show an extreme version of a character's beliefs. With regard to Batman, Joker shows the opposite of a character's belief, to contrast, to create viable conflict. In Demon Slayer, everybody has gone through something, right? So in the surface layer, it's a badass action anime, but metaphorically speaking, the demon Tanjiro slays, that's the name of the main character. The demons he is constantly slaying is his trauma. He's constantly battling his trauma, which is why this show is very successful. Going back to Batman, every time Batman puts on that cape, he reiterates his existence. It emphasizes why he was created. Every time he goes out to stop a criminal, he's always reliving that traumatizing night he lost his parents. So every time he goes out to fight criminals, he's going out to fight to try to stop that thing, that evil thing that happened to him every night. That's why Batman is eternal. And that's what's being achieved with Demon Slayer. Every time he slays a demon, he's trying to right the wrong that was done to him. Even though he'll never succeed, because you can't time travel. You can't go back into the past and change what happened to you. So on a subliminal level, that's what's going on. And as Red Letter Media would put it, you might not notice it, but your brain does. Right? So, and that's what this Demon Slayer movie is all about. Through the antagonist, the bad guy, the bad demon in this, through his powers, which is manipulating dreams, putting people in dream states, through that, we're able to once again go back into the past of Tenjiro, but not only Tenjiro, the main character, but the other characters, to further emphasize that everybody in this world, especially the demon slayers, have been through similar events. They've all lost something. They all have traumas in their lives. So through the abilities of the bad guy, which is dreams, manipulating dreams, putting people in dreams, and then taking their soul. We once again go back into the past. We relive the trauma of Tanjiro losing his entire family to a demon. It's put there in the forefront, and it is emotional. It is powerful. It is viable. It is palpable. You feel it. You feel it. That's why this works so well. In addition, as I mentioned before, Tanjiro is not a master demon slayer. He's on his journey to becoming a master slayer. So if you're paying attention, we are addressing two major elements of Demon Slayer here. His trauma, trying to resolve his trauma, and the fact that he is on a journey, as I mentioned earlier on in the video. He is on a journey. How does this movie tackle that? Well, there's another character. I can't remember his name, but he's the character, the fire character, the unbelievable swordsman that wields fire, the element of fire, who has also been, who also has a traumatic past, right? Or something in his past that's driving him to becoming a great demon slayer. Now, this character is great, seemingly perfect, and the movie does a good job of showing you how powerful he is, up until he comes up against the main bad guy of the movie. All right? Now, spoiler warning. I don't want to just go ahead and ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it. But spoiler warning. Thank you for watching. Leave the video if you haven't seen it right now, because I'm going to talk about, just for a little bit, because it's important to the analysis I'm making, what happens at the end of Demon Slayer, basically, of this movie. Right? So spoiler warning. Please stop the video if you don't want to watch it. But even if you don't mind spoilers, stick around. And yeah, so bye. For those of you sticking around, so the Demon Slayer, who is amazing, the Fire Demon Slayer, I can't remember his name, has been portrayed throughout the movie so far as practically being invincible. He can even fight in his sleep. He's invincible. He's amazing. And then he comes up against the bad guy of the movie, who is invincible, literally invincible. You cut him up and he heals right away. There's no way to beat this guy. So our Fire Demon Slayer, who is the master of Tanjiro, he takes Tanjiro under his wing and says he's going to train him. And Tanjiro is ecstatic because he worships this guy, as you would, because this guy is amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. This Fire Demon Slayer. So when the Fire Demon Slayer comes up against this impossible foe, he loses. He dies. And this is important to Demon Slayer, to Tanjiro's journey, because it's a learning process. Right, he's seeing someone who is seemingly invincible completely get destroyed. Right, and this movie, the Demon Slayer movie, is a vehicle to further emphasize that. But more importantly, it does a good job. It does a good job because the story. The main hero of this movie is not Tanjiro. The main hero, the protagonist, the champion of this story is not the eponymous Demon Slayer, Tanjiro. It is the Fire Demon Slayer, the Master Demon Slayer. He is the hero of this story. So this might seem little, but that is just... They do it so, it's so understated, and they do it so subtly. But it is a bold move to make the hero of your movie not the main the character that everybody is following on this journey of the story of Demon Slayer. The main character of this movie is this guy, not this guy, the fire guy, the Fire Demon Slayer. He's the main character. This is unbelievable writing, because once again, everybody's been through some kind of trauma, and the show and this movie is full of demon slayers. So through exploring and making the fire master demon slayer, the fire demon slayer, the main character of this movie, they're also exploring Tenjiro. But the focus is on, like no doubt about it, it focuses on the master demon slayer who wields the element of fire. This is a bold move, and it works. It works because the final battle is not between Tenjiro and the bad demon. No, it's between the fire demon slayer and the main bad guy. Great, great, and it's just really interesting to see because it's a class. Every good movie and bad movie teaches you something about screenwriting and coming up with competent, excuse me, and successful narratives. How do you do that? The little choices or bold choices you make that'll make your story interesting. And this movie completely achieves that by making the bold move of not making Tanjiro the main character. In this movie, the main character is the fire wielding master demon slayer. Great stuff. Great stuff. Full of emotion, full of humor, full of anime corn and cheese, of course. But it all works. If you're into anime, you're normalized to that. You know that's part of anime. The complete corn and complete blatant exposition and the overwrought, hyper melodramatic dialogue and exposition. Like characters just talk right to you about, oh, I'm such a bad guy, I'm such a good guy, and wah. It's really, really crazy. But that's part of the charm of anime. It all works. Comedy, humor, action, emotion, full of emotion. So yeah, this is and unique because you don't see stories like these a lot. Where once again the main character is not the hero we've been following. No, it's another character, and this further enriches the world because now you feel like our and the TV show does this as well. The series does this well. Tanjiro is not he's not the end all be all of the show like in other anime where, you know, Naruto, for example. Naruto is practically a god and the most badass person in Konoha and the whole of that world. No, everybody's a badass in Demon Slayer. Every Demon Slayer is a badass. Emphasized by the fact that the fire wielding master is the main character of this. So it makes the world bigger, bolder, more complex, right? It makes it full. So if you haven't seen Demon Slayer, I highly recommend you check it out. Great stuff. Really, really great stuff. And, you know, I'm always looking out for things that I can learn, especially from great stories. And once again, this really teaches you that there's so many ways to access a story. There's so many ways to expose a character. And this is a rare one. It's rare to have the main character not be the hero we've been following throughout the journey of Demon Slayer. Just great stuff. Furthermore, because we're talking about character and plot here, to be concise. The character of Tanjiro the Demon Slayer and the plot of this movie is used to expose that character. This is the relationship, the symbiotic relationship between character and plot, and the reason why plot exists. Because plot can be nebulous and plot can be misguided, as we experienced in a lot of terrible movies. Right? So the plot of this movie follows the characters on this train where they encounter this demon who has the abilities to manipulate dreams, and through that ability, where it's used, that ability is used to expose to illuminate Tanjiro's character by going through the dream. Tanjiro goes into a dream. He's put into a dream state, and he relives the trauma. Well, not the trauma exactly, actually. He is given the opportunity to live with his parents, with his family, as though they were never taken from him. Which elicits viable, intense emotions from the audience. Right? So this demon in this movie is the perfect antagonist, a perfect addition to the lore of Demon Slayer. He is the perfect antagonist, just like the Joker is to Batman. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. As you can see from my subscriber count, I'm not a big channel at all, so it'll help me a lot if you would like and subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and yeah, help me grow. Help me grow. Let's do this together. Right? I'm pretty excited about the channel. I'm excited for all the new subscribers I have, no matter how few they are. I appreciate you. Thank you. There's more stuff to come. I'm all about this. I believe I have something to contribute in the creative space. So please join me on that journey. Thank you for watching. We live in a society. We live in a demon slaying society. Yatta! Peace out.